Like the last video, this video is wider than it usually is. Why? Well, you might notice that my desktop is going all the way over, and you probably notice that this one stays at the top, but the other one comes down a little bit and then goes across. So it might be fairly obvious to you at this point that I'm using two displays. Well, if I go to change my display, well, it thinks I'm running on a single display. What's that about? Well, because I'm using this app called AirDisplay, and the name, as it would suggest, is just a display app that works over the internet. It's secondary display for your computer. Now, this is kind of beta. It's only version 1.8. So, it's kind of beta, but now, it still works fine. So if I take this over here, now, I don't know how it's showing up on the screen, but right now, it just went away, but this window here was still over here when I was talking, even though it was on the main display too, the left one. The reason is it's kind of laggy, and that's why I say it's kind of beta a little bit, but it still works fine. Some other times it doesn't always work as you would like is when you're trying to connect it initially. That is what will happen basically is it just won't. And then that's as simple as stopping the program on your computer, maybe closing the app on your iOS device and turn it back on, and then do it again. That usually fixes it for me. It's just trial and error of different things. Closing it on your computer only, maybe. I don't know. One problem I've run into before is when I put it on mirror mode, which is basically just duplicate. I'm not going to do it, but sometimes it won't go back. It'll either stay on mirror, or it will simply just go black. And when it goes black, then it takes me quite a few tries to get it working, but I always get it working again. So this app, the driver on your computer, you have to install, and that's free. You just go, it directs you when you open the app on your iOS device. It'll tell you what website to go to and stuff, so it directs you to it. The app on your iOS device, but it's not on Google Play. So Android users, it's not for you yet. It is $10 on the App Store. Now before you go, oh man, that's crazy. Think of it this way. A cheap graphics card for your computer to install another VGA port, video port, that's $10. Then you gotta spend $70 plus on a new monitor, as well, a second monitor. So it's really cost effective to do this because you already have that device, and you don't need to install a graphics card in your computer. You just install a driver through the software, no hardware work at all, and just open the app. Excuse me. So if it won't connect, you can do this. It'll tell you this. You click connect to other, and on the screen, when before the desktop shows up, here's what it looks like. I know that's really blurry, really blurry, but it'll tell you, and you scroll, and this is how to install it, and you click around, whoops, and you click around and stuff. So yeah, it's just, like I said, it's kind of beta, but kind of isn't. Certain things are still wrong with it, but I'm sure there might even be an update now. Nope, not yet. So you do that. Display arrangement, let's look at that a little bit. This is in Windows, and you can see this kind of matches the way you see this video right now. Is this monitor to the left goes across, and then down, and then the run on the right keeps going. So if I want it to be opposite, I can do that. Click apply, it's anymore, and there it is. It'll come back. Right now my screen on Air Display is frozen. So that kind of thing usually fixes itself. If it doesn't, go ahead and just middle, and it should be like that. And it might have lagged because I'm recording it. That might be why I did it this time, because it usually doesn't take that long. If I click identify monitors, you can see the numbers come up on both of them. You can turn up the resolution, but this one seems to be stuck right here for some reason. You can make the, I don't know why you would want to, but you can make the iOS device your second monitor. You can do this too. If I had my iPod Touch, if I had it above, I can drag that monitor up and above and click right. Like, see how it kind of has a bumper to the right now? Now I go up. And I know that you probably, I don't know how it's recording right now. I really don't. The display, I'm sure, is fine. But right now, my iPod Touch, all I see is the desktop and a mouse cursor towards the top left. But you can see it doesn't hit the bumper at the top, but it hits the bumper at the bottom. Yes, trust me, it's hitting that one on the bottom. And to the right. But if I go up, it doesn't. You can also put it on the bottom. And now you see, here it is. So I'm sure, I don't even know how the recording is even handling this. Excuse me. Excuse me. I don't know how the recording is handling this. I don't know if it's staying to the right or if it's shifting with my adjustments, but now I'm dragging it down and it's going on. I can put it to the left as well. So if I had my mouse directed to my device is frozen. Once it unfreezes, I don't know how it is recording. Like I said, I really have no idea. Okay, I'm going to put this back over here. There we go, now it's back. So, let's show you the screen for the display. Now, this is going to be little, and you don't have to have yours landscape, it'll work portrait too. But basically, you can see this little keyboard thing right here. If you tap it, it'll give you a keyboard. There we go. So, basically, if I have a Word document open or something, I'll move it. Here we go. Over here. If I have, now you can't see it. If I have a, and can you tell I didn't rehearse? Okay. The Word document open. I can go hi, and it will type on the Word document. I promise you I'm not hitting my real keyboard. I can do, whoops, and it will do an input. These things, why are there two window keys? Well, this one will just bring up the start menu, you see that? And this one, if I want to window L, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to foobar my recording. If I do that, that's the keyboard shortcut for locking windows. So if I want to do Control S, that's save, and you see that it did that shortcut. So this keyboard, I like it. It's pretty nice. I personally use my regular keyboard because that's right and it's full size. But if I went out to do something and I took my iPod with me and I had Air Display running, I would use this definitely. It's pretty good program, and like I said, it's $10, but that's a lot cheaper than what you would be getting, what you would be spending if you just bought a graphics card and another monitor. So that's why I like it. And when you're done with the keyboard, you can just hit that button and it will retract. So guys, thank you for checking out this video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out this app. I'll try to put a link in the description. Again, it's kind of beta, but it's a good app. That's why I still have it. Otherwise, I would have got rid of it long ago. So guys, subscribe, like this video, share it, do whatever you do to your videos. And that screen record, the camera froze. But I will see you guys next time.